Finally, what everyone has been waiting for. Madison Beer has dropped her new album, Locket. And guess who's gonna analyze it, break down everything about it, and just review everything about the album? It's me. It's me, if you didn't get it. Before I get into the video though, hi, I am a chicken nugget. Why am I a chicken nugget? Because I am tasteful and I have music taste. You get it? Like, I've seen so many people ask me why is my avatar a chicken nugget. It's because I have music, I have taste. That's why it is. And if you want to have taste, you should hit that subscribe button and become a tasty. What are tasties? Tasties are the only people in the world that have music taste, and all you have to do is subscribe to join the club. So come on in the park, subscribe and become a tasty now. Okay, let's get into Miss Madison Beer with her new album Locket, and this is Madison's third studio album, which is honestly so insane because I remember the exact night that Life Support dropped, and it was such a crazy experience for me. Like, if you're a fan of Madison Beer, everyone know that experience was honestly really scary and really exciting. So it's really fun to know that we're at her third studio album. And this album marks Madison Beer stepping deeper into her own lane. Less of an internet girl and more for an international artist. I believe that after years of being compared to being like being called an influencer, this album really showcases Madison Beer's artistry. Like, in Life Support, we got the concept of her being an artist. In Silence Between Song, we got the fact that she could actually write beautiful music. And in Locket, we get her beautiful vocals, which all showcases her artistry and her mind and how far she could really be expanded to. With Life Support, we got this sci-fi kind of production with heavy songwriting. It was raw, it was emotional, and it was basically like a diary. Madison was telling you how she feels on the inside and share that connection with fans. And with Silence Between Songs, it was also songwriting, but this songwriting on Silence Between Songs was so much more personal and so much more heavier, more than the production. I feel as though Life Support and Silence Between Songs are just basically just heartbreak albums, emotional album, raw. It's a raw those two albums are very raw and just tell us how hard Madison life has been over those past couple of years. And with Locket, Madison finally is like, I'm healing. There's growth, there is stability, and that does not mean that I'm not still delicate. That does not mean that those things didn't happen to me. I still have those memories in my Locket. With this album, I feel like in every song, there's a part that you can dance to, or, well, in a few songs, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. But this album is just really profound. Production-wise, Locket keeps it polished and sci-fi and just pop. Like, this album is just pop or a little bit of alt pop. It kind of reminds me of Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, but yet it sounds so Madison. It feels like it was inspired by it, but it sounds nothing like it. Now, overall, Locket sits at an interesting point in Madison Beer's career. I truly feel like this can be the album that takes her way higher than she is right now, and she's so underrated and she's so hated, and I strongly feel like this album will be the album that really takes her higher than she is right now and show those haters that, yeah, this is Madison Beer and she is a main pop girl. Before the album, there was 4 singles that got released: Yes Baby, Bittersweet, Make You Mine, and Bad Enough that came on the day of the album. And we're basically going to talk about their music videos and what each song is really about. But let's do it track by track first, starting with Locket Theme. And this is an interlude, and I really feel like this song should be a little bit longer. Kind of reminds me of Default from Life Support and Ariana Grande's intro. These songs are so short, they need to be longer. This track basically speaks about how Madison discusses her personal journey and her growth. The track basically shows how Madison is able to cope and how to be flexible after loss, with lyrics like was crying lately, I know that you can picture it, suggesting that the person, she has cried so many times that the person already knows what she looks like crying. It's a beautiful track about journey and growth, and she states that there's pain on her necklace, and when she set it down, she's weightless, and she realized that everything that she ever wanted was that that was within her. I really feel like these lyrics really means of like letting go, because obviously a locket holds so many personal memories, but when she sets down all that pain and all that anger and all those memories that she's holding up and all those feelings, she feels weightless, and then she realizes that everything that has been bringing her down wasn't from herself, was what was from the locket. And it's honestly just a beautiful track. It's honestly really cool. And it transitions straight into Yes Baby, which was a single, so we're also gonna like break down the music video. So Yes Baby, I don't really think that I really have to go any deeper, or have to, really emphasize on what the songs mean. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Madison is basically saying that I like when you call me baby, so say yes, baby. No, but like, this is really my song. Anytime when I'm like at the gym, I turn it on and I'll lose like 50 pounds. And this music video is basically like, it's gonna give me like 80 teams and like the substance. It's basically Madison on a treadmill, dancing, doing all kind of these gym workouts, and it's basically what I just said. Like the music video really is just fun and playful and dancey, and yeah. Madison states that this is her last dance song, which is honestly so sad, because I really feel like the dance song is kind of like, she really knows how to give us that energy, like that siren that, I literally can't even explain it. But yeah, this is just a cool song, and if you want to get me moving, just play Yes Baby. Next, we have Angel Wings and Baby. This intro, it makes me feel like I'm at a beach in Miami in 2014. This should definitely be the next single off of Madison's album. It's really cool, it's really good, it's really just everything. The song, like, I feel like all these songs are really self-explanatory. She basically uses the idea of pretending someone is gone forever, like, as a metaphor of basically moving on from a heartbreak. So instead of Madison be facing messy feelings directly, Madison basically saying, angel wings, funerals, morning clothes, rest in peace language, you're gone. It's her way of coping. And the intro, as I said, basically all of these songs kind of have, like, if you started off sad, by the end of the song, we are dancing. Like, all of these songs have, a moving, like, I can't stay still. And next, we have For the Night. And if I'm being honest, I didn't get this song at first. So, you guys can hate me in the comments. But at first, I didn't get it. But now, I get it. This song is giving me, Billie Eilish, Billy Bossino, like, I just want, as I said, I can't stay still, even though it's kind of more like slow. I move like I am on the waters, like I'm floating, I'm flying. Like, this song is really good. It's about wanting connection and comfort without commitment, a sort of, let's just do it for the moment, Madison expresses a deep vulnerability and longing for someone's presence, even though it's not forever. I don't wanna be like this forever. Okay, I'm sorry. But this song is really good. You might not get it the first time, but listen to it again. You may not get it the second time, but listen to it again. You may not get it the third time, but listen to it again. I'm telling you, it's really good. Next, we got Bad Enough, and this features a music video. This is actually a signal. And this song really shows Madison's vocals. It talks about the complicated cycle of staying in a relationship that, isn't really great, but it isn't bad enough to leave. It's about basically having comfort over courage, where the fear of being alone weighs heavier than the desire for something better and healthier. Madison starts the track by saying she doesn't want to be alone even if the relationship isn't perfect, which this sets up this core tension of like being with someone that is flawed, but it's still safer than being by yourself. As I'm saying, this track really showcases Madison's vocals ability. It's really cool. And the music video, I really want it to be like studied, like real scientists try and find a bad shot of Madison Beer, a bad clip, or something where she looks horrible. Like, I really want to find that out. The music video is basically representing what the song is talking about. Madison is with a literal monster, and the monster is basically, doing what a monster does, being a monster, and she knows that it's bad, she knows that it's wrong, she knows that it's still healthy, but yet still she can't let him go. And yeah, that's basically what the music video is talking about. For this album, I've realized that all of these songs are really self-explanatory. The music videos are really self-explanatory. Yeah, everything is really going like smooth. Next, we got Healthy Habit. And this song is about falling back into something or the same emotional patterns, even when you know that they're not good for you. It's kind of like bad enough. It's like an emotional looping and nostalgia that feels comforting, but it actually isn't good for her or her heart. This one is kind of more slow tempo, and yeah, it's really good, but it's not as good as the other tracks that we have listened to. Next, we have You're Still Everything, and right now, I am not living anywhere because I cried till my house flooded out. Yes, and I'm not joking. This song really emotionally affected me. And I feel as though if you're like someone who doesn't really get into relationships, if you have never been in a relationship, I feel like this song still is gonna affect you. Your heart's gonna be shattered in a million pieces, even though you've never been in a relationship. This song deals with the pain of unreciprocated love. Loving someone who has emotionally moved on while yours still feel everything. Madison sings about feeling like she only exists when the person only contacts her, and wonders how can she mean nothing to them while they're still everything to her. It captures the heartbreaking imbalance between emotional attachment and an actual connection, and it's just really heartbreaking. It's really sad. And yeah, and guess my favorite lyric. Yeah, this one. If you can't be together, then let's go back to sleep. And this is literally me every single day. Like when I text that person and they're not really giving me a certain vibe, then I'll be like, okay, you're not interested, you don't want to be with me, then I'm just gonna hit the hay. I am not even joking when I said this is one of the best tracks off of the album. But anyways, next we have Bittersweet. And this one was a single, and Madison really captures the emotional conflict right after the relationship ends. That's a weird space when you're not fully angry, but you're not fully healed either. Instead of bitterness, Madison lands in the middle ground, feeling both sadness of loss and relief of moving on. She literally says that she should be bitter, but she's bittersweet. This track had a music video, and again, there's not much to really explain. Madison gets her heart broken. She falls into a parade where everyone is celebrating, and she realizes that, yeah, I should be celebrating, but I'm still bittersweet. She reflects moments, she sings, and she has this insane bridge where she's on this bed. And it really reminds me of like a fairy tale or like a princess, and she looks really beautiful right here, and I love the bridge so much. But yeah, that's for Bittersweet. And next, we're moving on to the next track, Complexity. And this song is basically talking about the idea that romantic feelings can be complicated when the other person isn't really emotionally ready, especially if they don't really take care of themselves or really love themselves more. And Madison is basically saying that, yeah, I know that I got my own layers and baggages that I've turned to beauty, because she acknowledges falling for people who leave and not stay. The production again is really like, dancey, and it's just a really good song. And the switch between Ethan and Bittersweet are absolutely crazy. Like, I'm here crying and next second I'm dancing. But yeah, and she was actually inspired by Severance with the line that says, remember the time when you severed me, and you hear that ding. Like, I don't know if I did it correctly, but yeah, that was actually inspired by the movie The Severance. Really cool. I think that's her favorite movie, and I really I really understand why I was put in there. Like, it's really cool. Like, oh my god. But now we're moving on to the last two tracks on the album, Make You Mine and Nothing at All. And we all know Make You Mine. We love Make You Mine. We know Make You Mine from, I think it was released in 2024, and it was inspired by Jennifer's Body, and we all know the iconic walk scene. If you don't, then you really should watch that music video. Again, it's not really anything that I should explain. Madison is unaliving boys. It's not really anything to really talk about. But yeah, this song basically is talking about wanting affection, wanting love, and Madison wants to make the person hers and hers only. And next we have Nothing at All, which is the last single of the album. And this is basically saying that right now I'm healing, right now I'm getting better, but I know that it won't last forever. And at the end of the day, maybe, or by the end of the week, I'll probably feel sick again, or maybe by the end of the month, my heart will be broken again. I'm gonna be broken again. By the end of the year, I'm gonna go in the same position that I was a couple years ago. He's basically saying that I'm feeling better now, but I know it won't be forever, and that is sad. And again, by the end of the song, we're dancing, even though it started off a little bit sad, and it's really vocals. But yeah, it's a really cool song. My last reviews for this entire album is that in the future, we've seen Madison really dive into production with live support, and even though live support carried heavy lyrics as well, I feel as though the production really outshined the lyric. And with silence between songs, it's the same thing. Like, I feel as though the production was really good, but the songwriting really outshined the production on silence between songs. And now with Locket, I feel like those two are really balanced. Like, I can really feel every attack. Like, I feel the hits from the lyrics, and I feel the attacks from the production. Out of 10, this album gets an 8.5 for me. It's really beautiful. It's really good. I will listen to this all the time, 24/7, 365. It's a really cool album. I really love it. Madison, this is your best work, and it's really awesome. It truly deserves an. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give it a 9. Like, oh, it's really good. But what's your rating for Locket? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite Madison Beer album? And what albums do you want me to review next? Please comment down below. And remember to subscribe to become a tasty, the best people on the planet, I swear. And thank you for watching.